What's up, my boy?
What's up, brother? You doing all right?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I just got off an hour call. I was like, man, look, I gotta go and record with my boy. But look, we heard. What's up, Seeking Knowledge family? It's your host, Favorite 33, and I'm back once again with my brother, Daniel Mock. We had to come back, but you know what? This is season 14, episode 15, and I know y'all probably heard the episode we did. Who is Daniel Mock? But look, Daniel Mock, my boy, been working like he got a new single out, man. He doing big things, man. This 2024, my man doing his fucking thing. Look, it's 2024, y'all, right? And guess what? He's 24. But I'ma shut up, man. What's up, man? What's up, Daniel, man? How you doing, man?
Been doing pretty good, brother. Just currently working. Currently been working in the studio. Got some new stuff we got coming out. We dropped These Four Walls and that song, of course. Everybody who's listened to it, it basically revolves around. I've had a lot of traction off of it coming up recently because I feel that it is touching people because it touches four topics. Including a little bit more into the song, but the four main topics from it basically comes from faith, battle of addictions, recovery, um, mental health, and war and world peace. And any of that goes with anything. That's regular war, that's spiritual war, that's addiction recovery through anything that anybody's been through. That's a loss of faith, gain of faith, and people just trying to figure out what they're looking for in life. And then, of course, the topic mental health. That's one topic that everybody in the world's going through
Come
because
on, man.
nobody in this world is completely. I would say completely happy. There are some things that bother people, and mental health is one of the biggest topics. And that's something that I want to speak up about because
Go ahead,
in a
brother. I'm
world
with you, King. I'm with you on that mental health. Go ahead, King. Pop your shit.
I appreciate that, brother. And I mean that's just like thing, man. Like people are going through so much. I mean, you got families out there that's struggling. You got people that's homeless, and it's just like in a world that's so cruel and so placed that's just what I'm trying to do is spread that message and spread that positive. Kind of be a voice for the people who's uh I wouldn't say voiceless, but the people who are too scared to stand up and speak. That's what I'm kind of trying to get out there and do. Been doing that. Of course, we got a new single. It's coming out February the 14th for the ladies. That's Valentine's Day, of course. That's Val- Valentine's special. That's a woman's mental health song through trauma. A little story, background story behind that. It's a song dedicated to women out there who's been put through self trauma and just things that they've been through in life. And then in the story, it talks about the man's always going to be there for them and never give up on them. And whenever she's in her lowest moment and she's in her trauma and she's facing it and she's dealing with those battles, he's there to comfort her and nurture her to let her know that he's not going anywhere. And that's actually a buddy of mine's song. Timmy McAdams, he wrote it, and he wrote it back in 2013, I believe, and I met him in I want to say 2020, and right there at the end of during Christmas, he showed me the song, and a little bit into 2021, I told him how amazing it was that I really liked it because it's more of a lullaby song, like a ballad. It repeats the verse and the chorus, and then the verse and the chorus again, and I'm truly honored and truly blessed that he gave me the blessing to put that out. That's coming February 14th. That'll be on all music platforms. And then, of course, we got Proud of Who I Am. That's basically the origin story of who I am as a person and an artist. Um, that'll be coming That'll be coming March 19th, man, and I'm truly excited for that one. That one's definitely gonna be a jam for people back home in Alabama and people who can relate for like all the hard working blue collars, people who are proud of where they come from. Because we all come from places in life that some of them not the best, some of them greater than others, and but we're all still equal. But that song right there basically is the origin story of who I am as a person and an
Oh man,
artist, and that's what's truly gonna be excited about me is getting that one out.
I'm excited about everything you just said, man. As far as the four wall single, then you said you on fucking Valentine's Day. Excuse my English, because you know I'm not French. Oui, but you know you, man. You said you, yeah, funny man. Look, you smell look. You said you doing something for the ladies, man. Like, cause then like the mental, man, like people don't realize like everything starts in your mental, man. And like if your mental off, like for instance, like if your mental was off, baby, you went, bro. I said, baby, my bad, bro. If your mental was off, bro, you when baby record the four walls, man. Like I just want to like, bro, you to really break it down. Like you people get the concept, but I want you to like break the different four walls down, bro. Cause look, hear me out, bro. When I think about this song, bro, I'm gonna play it so when I get off her, and I'm gonna roll up while I play it. But when I think about this song, bro, because it hit me, I'm thinking about I'm sitting in the house and it's four walls. It's the wall of all this war and shit. Then you got the fucking mental wall over here. Then you got the drug abuse wall over here. Then I don't know what the other four wall was that you speak on. But
Yeah,
that's
man.
how I see it, bro. That's how I see it. When you came up with the song, that's how I see it. Like you sitting in the house, like you trapped by these four walls, and each one of these walls is a piece of you that you had to go through. You probably still going through, or you like, man, I'm tired of going through this. Man, but just break, man, how like, man, break that down for me, man. Like all the different walls, bro. It's four walls, man. That's a beautiful song, bro. That's why I like it because it's authentic. It came from you. It's your thoughts. And can't nobody else perform this song. Can't nobody else try to bite your song, take it or nothing, because it's you, bro. So, man, break it down, bro, from all them four walls, man. They didn't know about them four walls because that motherfuckers be trapped in them four walls, bro. Like straight up with a psych vest on.
Yeah. Well, we'll start off with the main number one thing, and the reason that I released that song is because it does hit those top topics, but the main one to me that speaks the most to me is faith. And I know so many people go through so many things in life, and that's like with me. I've had times where I question my faith, but over time, from the spirituality stuff that I've experienced, from actually seeing the things that I've seen, because I have seen things in this world that I would address, and people would be like, "Oh, he's crazy," or "He's under the influence of something." But nah, man,
Mhm.
this was the stuff that I have seen has been completely sober minded. In which I don't mess with any drugs or anything like that. I mean, marijuana, of course, but that helps with mental health. That keeps me at peace.
Ain't nothing wrong
And
with it.
and that's more of a plant, man. That's what I feel like. I agree so much,
I'm a
like
plant.
especially with Jelly Roll. Like I give shout out to my boy right there, Jelly Roll, with the stuff that
Shout out,
he's doing, man.
shout
He
out
speaks so
to
highly
man.
on it. And he's truly amazing, man. Like I love his stuff. I just seen a video recently where he was in court talking about some stuff, trying to get some stuff off the streets because it was basically killing people. And I agree so much with him because they're mixing this stuff into like marijuana and stuff like that, and it's killing people. So
Man,
many
it's
people are losing their lives. But the one thing that we'll hop in is the little faith, and that when me, I want to say back in 2020, before I went into a complete self isolation. I was down in Texas, and then I come back home, and I got engaged only to find out that I got disengaged because someone else came into the picture, which is completely fine. As I've grown as a person, and then as I've shedded old skin, and basically just like I said, grew as a person, I learned to forgive, forget, and move on, and wish that person nothing but the best. And I completely found inner peace whenever I'd say in Montgomery, Alabama, with some of my buddies. Shout out to my boys in Montgomery, Alabama. Uh,
so, guys in Montgomery, Alabama. Shout out to him. Let's go.
Yeah, we was basically having a pool party, and it started raining, and I'm sitting in the swing just rocking back and forth, and then all of a sudden the chair swing, and then I just kind of closed my eyes, leaned my head back, and I just felt this inner peace, man. Like I just felt like light as a feather. I felt this feeling that come over me, and that's where my spiritual awakening started happening, and then that's where as I kept growing as a person, I kept going on. That's where the pride and the ego slowly started dying on a lot of things, and basically humbleness kept coming and growing more. Everything else got replaced with being humbled, and that's one thing that I can't stress enough for people is like you can get so much done being a humble person. I know that with trials and tribulations, you will have people that test you with your humbleness. You will have people that try to break you and break your character, and you can't let that happen. You got to remain that good person. You got to remain humble. You got to be that bigger person because that shows self-respect towards you as a human. And if they can't respect that, hey, you know what? Let them. It truly shows their true colors of how they are as a person if they cannot respect that you have self-respect and that you're trying to grow as a person. And that's the main thing that I topic with faith is that's we're
I
going
love
through the stuff that I've seen through spirituality and everything. It's just sometimes it's a lot to take in, but it just you take each and every single day of going forward, and that's one thing that I'm truly grateful for that God has definitely shown me is everything that He has shown me and the way that of walking by faith and not by sight. Like that's the one thing that you got to learn is when things happen in your life, regardless if they're good or bad, always learn from them because lessons in life is what life is about. And whether it's a bad lesson, whether it's a mistake, it's something to learn from and grow as a person because we're learning each and every single day and just pushing forward in life. Now, the next topic that I will definitely cover,
it.
that's
Bro,
definitely.
Daniel, can I say something, my boy?
Oh yeah, go
Look,
ahead, brother.
it's your show. I'm just the host. But look, I like how you started with the first wall on faith, bro. I tell people, we on different spiritual journeys, but I tell people, put the spiritual, whatever you follow, put it first, because it'll help you balance everything out, bro. I'm giving you I'm giving you your flowers again, bro, because I like how you said the first wall was faith, because you knew without your faith, your belief, you wouldn't be Daniel. I love it,
Yeah,
bro, man. Keep going, bro.
I definitely wouldn't be the person that I am today if I didn't walk by faith and not by sight. And that's one thing that you just got to look at because I mean that's one thing that I show people is I'm always kind to people because empathically I can look at people and automatically tell, okay, this person's been through a lot by the way they act, by the way they present yourself. Because you can tell a lot when you're very observant to a person and you pay close attention to their actions and everything what their triggers are, what they've been through, and sometimes they're not doing it like they're not doing it just to do it. They're doing it out of a trauma response, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with
Cry for
people
help.
showing that side. That's just them being scared and everything, and it's okay to be like that sometimes when meeting people and everything because you go through so much in life and it is hard to trust people but that's one thing that I tell people is you walk by faith by sight, man. I've the thing that I can tell people whenever it comes to that walking by faith and by sight with my spiritual journey that I've had is I trust anybody and everybody to be the person that they are. If they're a thief, they're going to be a thief. If they're going to be real, they're going to be real. If they're going to be fake, they're going to be fake. And I don't judge them for it. They show me that side of them. And if it's something negative, I wish them all the best. And I currently move on. I remove my energy and I keep pushing forward in life. And that's one thing when it comes to faith is I'm not going to push that down people's throat and be like, "Oh, you got to do this, you got to do that, you got to do this, you got to be this way, you got to be this way, or you're not going to get to your destination to heaven's gates," because that's something that you don't do. You don't religion and all that. You don't. You have to have a mutual respect for everybody in this world for their own beliefs, and that's what so many people tend to forget is so many people are so judgmental on things and you got to learn you have to respect people whenever they have their own beliefs and stuff like that whenever it comes to faith and everything because
Thank
as humans especially with the main faith if you are walking by faith and not by sight and you're walking with the light and through Christ is you cannot shove that down people's throats. The only thing that you are here to do is spread the message and just talk to about people and if they want to pick up their cross and start their spiritual journey through Christ then they can. If not, hey, that's a-okay. Maybe they may do it later down the road or something like that. But the one thing that I tell people is you just got to keep pushing forward, because that's not our job for the people who's trying to spread the message of Christ and everything. You're not supposed to shove it down people's throats. You're not supposed to argue with people about it. You're supposed to deliver that message and let people know that he is there, that blessings will come. And that's the one thing that I can't stress enough is like never shove that down someone's throat. Just gently give them the message out of compassion and generosity. And if they open to receive it, they'll receive it. If not, hey, it's okay.
Bro, look, I'm gonna let you touch on wall number two after I say this, bro. I like how you're so comfortable with sharing your faith, bro. And like me, we on different journeys, bro. But the universe, our real talk about us together, just being authentic about us together. And I guess I know we on two different journeys, bro. But I like how you always keep touching on like my faith is one for my faith is one for me doing this. Like I want to be that's why I tell everybody, bro. I'm spiritual. I follow Kemet or Kemet, however you want to say it. But what I follow, bro, the 42 laws of Mayet, bro, is about peace, harmony, balance, bro. So that's when I'm about peace, bro. And I tell everybody, whatever you follow, whatever your different background is, use it, apply it. Use it, apply it, because that's the only way you're going to make it. Well, I'm done talking, bro. Let's go to wall number two, bro, because I want you to break, because the title of this is called The Four Walls, bro. That's why I want you to break each wall down. That's why I like how you started. First wall with spirituality. Hello, he just told y'all. He said it out of his own mouth, and I said it. Put whatever you follow, whatever your belief is, your morals, put it first. Now you got the phone back, bro. What's popping in? What's hanging on wall number two?
I feel you on that, bro. For definitely wall number two, that's 100% the mental health. That's through heartbreaks and trials and tribulations that people go through, depression, misery, health, anything and everything that targets mental health. That's where that song breaks down in the part two, and that's just talking about, because like I've been done wrong multiple times, and I've never been open to return that energy to people, because you have to be that bigger person and understand that you have a reputation to hold, and being humble 100% about things. But when it comes to mental health, that's the thing that I am. I do care about other people whenever it comes to mental health, because we all are going through something, no matter where we sit. If we sit at the top with fame and glory, or we're just, because we all wake up every day and put our genes on the same way, and a lot of people tend to forget that. But when it comes to mental health, that's where I had learned where people doing me wrong in each and everything, it emotionally, mentally, and physically drained me. It broke me down as a person, and I had to self isolate for 3.5 years to refine myself of who I was and what my purpose was and what I was here to do, and the true calling. And when it comes to mental health, the reason that I speak so much on that is because so many people lose their lives in mental health, because they feel like they can't reach out to nobody, because in generosity in the world we live in, a lot of people do not care, because yes, we all are going through so many things, but you tend to find that people can sometimes be selfish and not care about others. And you have all these people out here. I'm very big whenever it comes to veterans, first responders, anybody and everybody goes through it. They can have PTSD, they can have each and everything, and it truly hurts me that they're out there hurting and they literally have nobody to speak to, because they may be afraid to speak out, because they don't want to speak out and then somebody be negative towards them. And so many things, especially with the military, the way that our military is being treated today, like it's truly a blessing to have our military go out there and fight for our freedom and everything. And then they come back, and sometimes like you may see people that's homeless and they may be veterans, and like, dude, they're sitting out there and they have no place to go. They're just out there sitting, and like, it's truly sad to see that in the world that we live in today, of how it's become so cruel.
I can agree with you. I ain't want to cut you off, but look, I stay in a military town. The Killeen, Texas, bro, it's a military town, and I see what you're talking about, bro. For the mental health, the war vets, and bro, I place myself around, like I hang around a lot of ex-military people that's done it because I'm in the military town. So I pick and choose who I hang with, but I hang with a lot of um ex-military people, and I know how they go through so much traumatic shit by being in the war. Like all the stuff you see over there, what's going on. Excuse my English, but everything you see what's going on, it plays with your mental, bro. I agree. Mr. Mark, I agree with everything you saying when it comes to the mental. Now I'm done. I'm done talking, bro. You got the flow.
Yeah, and I mean that's just the thing. Like I said, there are people out there that's there to help people with the mental health and talk to them, but I feel like people don't really target that as much as whenever it comes to mental health, because I mean that's like things that I've been through. Like we go through mental health. Mental health starts at such an early age. It falls back all the way through childhood trauma, through what we go through as children, uh, and men and women. I just don't speak for one gender. I speak for everybody that's out there, regardless your gender. Because that's one thing I don't judge is none of us sit in a place to judge anybody on this earth
I
about
say,
their beliefs, about anything, about what they decide to do. Because as we have our rights and we have our freedom and everything. And that's one thing that I'm pushing for people is just be you. And if people don't accept it, the best way I can say it is screw them. If they don't accept it, find your people. You want to find your people and
yeah.
and
Go ahead.
really targeting that mental health is your thoughts. This falls back a little bit on faith. Your thoughts with your mental health determines, because you what you think you can manifest into real life through time. It may take time. You have to have patience, but through time, your thoughts will manifest. Because 3 years ago, when I was really down in one of the lowest moments of my life, somebody could have come up and told me, like, bro, in 3 years, you're going to be in Nashville. And I mean, that just, I would have looked at him and said, man, you crazy. I was like, because it's always been a dream to be in Nashville where I'm at now. And coming up here and meeting all the artists that's out on Broadway that's playing music, it's truly a blessing to meet all these people, because I've not met one single person yet that has been stuck up or been mean. Like, they are all 100% humble in the most nicest way possible. And whenever it comes,
I'm proud of you. I want to say this because I'm following you on social media, and you just got abducted into some in Alabama where you just got a abductee. You just got abducted in the country club or something. Some I seen, bro. I can't.
yeah, that was basically a playlist. Once I'd released these four walls, it had actually got featured. I'd got featured as an artist on Country Countdown, and it's a playlist on Spotify. And it's truly an honor to have that. It's truly an honor to be working with the people that I'm working with now, because like they took the chance and opportunity with me, and it's truly a humble blessing to be working with them, because these guys are actually professional and seasonal. They've been doing this for a while, and to be working with them is truly an honor, because there's so much that I can learn from them in so many categories, from engineering to being an artist to songwriting to structuring music and everything. And that's one thing that I definitely love about Nashville is coming to Nashville. I truly do love it, and I appreciate every single moment of it. I may not be where I want to be, but hey, each and every single day I'm growing closer to where I want to be, and I'm 100% grateful for the moments and times where I felt like I was going to give up. I'm so glad that I never did, and that's one thing that I can't stress enough to people is when it comes to faith and mental health, never allow negativity in your life. Never let nobody tell you you're not good enough. I don't care how high of a position they sit in this world. All it takes is one yes for somebody to be able to take that opportunity on you, to see that potential in you, to see that drive, to see that point in the time where you never gave up. Because that's one thing that I tell people is it's not gonna happen overnight, but the more you keep pushing forward and the more you keep working hard and you put in that blood, that sweat, and that tears, and you lean back on that faith 100%, that you are going to make it when the time is right. God will make it happen. And when the time is right, it will happen. That is the one thing that I can tell you. Keep pushing forward because, especially with mental health, you could be having the worst day ever of your life. But consciousness wise, you yourself as a person can determine, okay, yeah, I may be having a bad day, but is it really going to be a bad day or can I make it a good day out of it in some which way, form, or shape or fashion? Because that's the one thing that you can do. You can be having the worst day of your life, but you can still have a positive attitude and keep going about it because you know it's just a stepping stone. It's just temporary. It's not going to be like that forever. It's just part of life's journey.
I
And
say
that right there.
I agree with you. I definitely agree with you on that wall because I tell people like mental and while we on the mental, I just want to get y'all some tips. I'm not a doctor. I can't prescribe none of them, but what I can say what I did for me mentally, I started getting myself from around the right people. I started reading the right books. I started listening to the right audios. I started getting the sleep I need because your mental can be off if you don't get the sleep you need. So that was one of my goals this year is to get more sleep because I know how my mental get. I know how I get when I don't get the sleep I need. But I agree with
Exactly.
it, man, when it comes to mental. Like we're not, we just telling y'all, look, take care of y'all mental, man, because that's important. Everything starting in your mental. But let's talk about wall number 3, man, bro. I love it, man. I'm giving you your flowers, bro, because you deserve every door you finna walk through, every blessing, bro. You deserve it, bro. You deserve it. I'm proud of you, bro.
I truly appreciate that, brother. It's truly a blessing, and it's truly a blessing to connect with you. That's one thing I love is connecting with people, and I love hearing their stories and hearing their life journeys of how they accomplished things, how they climbed over those hills and those mountains that they thought that they were never going to ever get over because that's what people feel. They feel like they're never going to get over it. But if you keep pushing forward through time and having patience and you keep that drive and you keep going, it's going to happen. You're going to get over it and you're going to make it to where you want to be in life. And that's one thing that I can tell people is never allow anybody to do that negative. Never allow negativity in your life. I don't care if it's from family, friends,
Come on,
your
man.
spouse, I don't care who it's from, never allow someone to put negativity in your life. Always think positive because you can do anything that you set your mind to. You just got to keep pushing forward 100%. As we go into wall number three does talk about addiction, and that's through anything when it comes through addiction. Um, because I battled with a lot of addiction. The number one thing that I battled with was alcohol, and it was one thing that came from with my mental health. That came from battling each and every single day with that, from smoking cigarettes to drinking heavily because I was going through so much heartbreak. I was going through so much hard times, and I know it's a sweet addiction for people because it does relieve stress and it relieves all this. But I promise you, each and everything, and I know it's something hard to give up. There's a lot of things with addiction that is hard to give up because it is not easy. It is a it is a heavy weight to remove from your shoulders, but anything is possible as long as you keep moving forward. Because I started drinking, I would say back when I was like a senior in high school, and then as I got in college, it got a little bit worse. And then as time was going on, I just kept finding myself. That's like in my hometown, I would always you either worked and then on the weekend you would go to the bar because that's really all there was to do in my little town that I grew up in. And I love my little I love the place that I come from. I love the people that's out there in the town, the community, and everything. And that's the message that I'm here to spread. Is whenever it comes to wall number three with addiction, is yes, it's going to be part of your life. Any little thing can be addiction, and it can happen quickly. And that's the one way how negativity winds up attacking you is you get addicted to something. And I understand people fall into addiction because they go through so much in life with trials and tribulations that they try to find anything and everything that they can do to calm their mind, to be able to bring that peace to them. And that's one thing that I can tell you, going back up to number one on faith, is walking by faith and by sight, knowing that you're going to get over this because you can do it. if I can deliver that message to anybody out there that's listening and looking for positive energy and looking for that message, looking for that help, I'm telling you, you can do anything that you set your mind through, because I'm living proof of it. This is my testimony of it. And when it comes to any form, shape, fashion, negativity wise or addiction wise, you can do anything you set your mind to get over it.
I agree with you, my boy. 'Cause people think addiction is just drugs. It's not. Addictions can be, you can be addicted to women, food, you can be addicted to the wrong people, you can be addicted to the wrong things on TV, you can be addicted to, you can be addicted to just the wrong things. See, people just look at the word addiction and try to put it as, oh, he dealing with drug abuse or it's alcoholism or this. But no, you can be addiction has so many categories. There's so many, it's so like, think about the umbrella. And the umbrella is called addictions and all the rain that's falling, which is food, man. But bro, that's what's up, man.
Exactly, 100%. Because as a kid, I used to have a bad eating disorder where I would constantly eat. Man, I could eat like 3-foot-long subs and still be hungry. And that was just the thing, that was my comfort place, was eating so much, eating food. And I just had to learn to stop that. I had to learn and it didn't happen overnight. It did not happen overnight. I had to really put dedication to it and motivation behind it. I had to add discipline. Discipline is 100% a number one key in life to get over anything and everything that you are in. You have to have that discipline of not doing it. And that's like things still to this day. I'm not gonna lie, there are still things that I battle with. In the past, I have battled with lust. I have battled with addiction with alcohol. I have battled with a lot of things when it comes to addiction. And you know why? It's because I'm human. I set no higher than anyone else on this earth. I'm just as much human as anybody else. But that's the one thing that I can tell people is when it comes to it, keep pushing forward, keep that drive, stay motivated, because you're going to get over it. You're going to get through it. It is only temporary. You can do anything and everything that you set your mind to 100%.
I agree, my boy. And when you said it's people going through stuff every day, battling with stuff. But you know what the difference between me and you, bro? We are not afraid to share what we went through. We're not afraid to share our moments we went through, because that's how we really healing. By sharing it, you heal, follow it in, you mess yourself up. Bro, it's people out here battling and dealing with stuff every day, bro. But they are behind the door stressing about to check themselves out because they don't want to, I don't want to be judged, or I don't forget all that, man. You got to get out that mindset. You need help.
Exactly.
Get the help.
Exactly. 100%. If you need that help, go get that help. I don't care what anybody says, like, oh man, you don't need to do that. You don't need to worry about this. Man, in all honest opinion, screw those people's opinions. Like, this is your life. This is your own life that you have. Nobody else. This is your life, your journey. No one else on this world. They can give their advice and their opinions. Take what you need out of it. But if they're sitting there judging you for it, they don't truly care. They're just trying to bring your energy and your vibration down. Don't allow people ever to do that. Stay positive 100% and know that you're going to get through it. Through time, it just takes patience, hard work, dedication, motivating, and keep pushing forward. You have to have that discipline.
There you go. Discipline. But man, we on the fourth wall, bro. Like, man, I had the title with the four walls, bro, because I wanted you to come down here and break all walls down. Because, bro, when I'm telling you, when I heard the song, bro, and when you came with the concept, I'm thinking of like you sitting in, like I said, you sitting in a house with four walls, and it's like you can walk through that door, but you can't, because it's what you're dealing with. These four walls has got you trapped. You want to walk through that door, but you know these four walls, you can't go because you're dealing with these four walls, bro. I love the whole concept with the song, bro. When you came up with the song, bro, you know I think different, bro. I was like, ooh, I'm gonna tie this to four walls. It's his single, but I wanted him to break it down because that's how I seen it, bro. Like I'm in a house, I'm sitting in the house, bro. That's how I seen it. But this fourth wall, bro, as you touch on, is war. whether it's a physical war or it's a mental war, bro. You want to touch on this last wall, bro? Because, man, I'm proud of you, bro.
I truly appreciate that, brother. Yes, on the fourth wall, that's what it is. Physical, it's mental war, it's physical war, it's faith war, it's addiction war, it's war with soldiers fighting overseas right now. It targets every single war out there: battles with addiction, battles with faith, battles with mental health, and battles with different countries and everything going on overseas. And that's one thing that brings this song to fruition. Everything is everybody is battling something in this world, and I can't stress it enough whenever it comes to that, is we have soldiers out there risking their life each and every single day, not knowing if they're ever going to get to see their family again. We have families out there that's struggling. We have families out there, we have kids with no food, no water, nothing like this, and people tend to not care. And there's so much faith in humanity that's getting lost because of that, that people are just not giving two shits anymore about anybody. And that's not what it's about. It's about helping people out here in need. That's the main thing that I can't stress enough. And that's where the great war comes from. It's spiritually, it's mentally, it's physically, it's addiction wise, it's faith wise, it's every single type of war that you can possibly think of out there.
I love it, man. I love this shit so much, cuz. And look, a lot of people don't know. Might as well throw this in there for opponents. A lot of people are at war with their own self on the record.
Exactly.
Just because they don't want to change their fucking stinking thinking. Just because they knowing Bob and Bill over there on nonsense, but you don't want to go hang with Scott, because Scott is a smart guy. He's a nerd. Scott an entrepreneur. Scott wants somebody like, but you want to hang around Billy and Bob Thornton who don't want nothing. But yeah,
exactly.
Bro. I said Billy Bob Thornton because that's a real person. Yeah. But man, I appreciate you, man, pulling up on me, man. Like, how, man, it's an honor, bro, just to be in your presence, bro. Like, it's an honor just to connect with you on the OWL app, then outside the OWL app. Now we doing podcasts together, bro. It's an honor, man. Like, anything else you want to share about Mr. Daniel Monk? Like, anything else you want to share? Like, how can they reach you? How can they hear your new song, man? How can they find you? Where can they find you at? See, I know where I can find you at on the OWL app.
Yeah. Exactly, and that's one thing for anybody and everybody that's out there that's listening. If you will, go download the OWL app today. When this episode comes out and you hear about this, go download the OWL app as soon as you hear this little bit of conversation right here pop up. Go download the OWL app, because I promise you it can benefit you in so many ways. Because there are the one thing I love about Jason Hill creating the OWL app is there's so many people from different career paths. You have athletes out there, you have lawyers, you have people in music, you have people spiritual wise, you have people who's went through addiction, you have every single body on there, and they're only a phone call away. You don't have to send them an email, you don't have to send them anything, they're just a phone call away. Connect, learn, and grow with anybody and everybody that's on there, because you can learn from so many people on there on that. And when it comes to finding me through social medias like Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, all that. Well, Twitter's called X now, apparently, but I'm old school. I call it Twitter still. But anything and everything out there, whenever it comes to my handles, it's strictly Daniel Mock Music, and on all streaming music platforms, it's Daniel Mock.
I love it, man. Look, y'all know who I am, man. Like he said, look, shout out to Jason Hill, the owner of the OWL app, who created the app. Well, you know, you can find me on the OWL app. You can find me on Seeking Knowledge Podcast. You can find me on Circle of the King Podcast. You're going to find me on Daniel Monk's podcast when the time is right. You can find me on Facebook as DeMarcus Bruce. You can find me on Instagram as Spirit33. You can find me on Instagram again as Avi_rep. Man, I'm just everywhere, man. I'm uptown, downtown, north side, west side. I'm everywhere. Oh, man, bro. See, that's that energy, bro. You give me good energy, man. I can be myself, bro. But, man, I appreciate you so much, bro. And look, I just want to say this, bro. I'm gonna give you your flowers again, bro. I'm proud of everything you doing, bro, with your music, bro. I'm proud of you, bro. Continue to stay focused, continue to grind. Cause guess what, bro? You know what gold mean, bro? Gold is grind on all levels, bro. You got to continue to grind on all levels, bro, because that's your goal. And I'm out.
Exactly, 100%, brother.
All right, my boy. You enjoy the rest of your day, man. And look, send me that we ain't doing this behind the scenes. Send me your they could have waited and did this. Now, send me your new song, all this, so I can once I upload this, because this is getting uploaded. You already know this going to be the next upload on Seeking Knowledge. They gonna know these 4 walls.
Heck yeah, brother.
That's how they can just go right to it. Like, oh yeah, I want to hear this song because it's called the 4 walls. I like how you broke that shit down, man. He broke all the 4 walls down. So all y'all that's battling in these 4 walls of faith, addiction, war, and mental. Man, y'all better get y'all a bulldozer and knock them walls down and walk into 2024 with y'all head held high.
100%.
All right, until next time, my boy. Peace, man. Appreciate you putting
Yes, sir.
your day.